Welcome back to CfTesla. My name is Cody, and on today's product review, we're taking a look at two different products, one of which actually works inside of the pre-refreshed Model 3 and Y. So now, what do I mean by that? What do I mean by everything's being made for the pre-refreshed models? Well, since all new vehicles being made today obviously look a lot different than the pre-refreshed models, it makes a lot of sense that companies are targeting their products to look and run and fit into the newer models. And one of the things that's been kind of hard to find is a really good center console tray organizer for the pre-refreshed models. There's a few really cheap ones out there. There's a few other really good ones we've talked about on the channel. And now JOWUA has this one we're going to take a look at today. We're going to see what makes this one unique. And the second thing they sent me out was this 100-watt car charger. So this is also going to work in any year pre-refresh or refresh model of the Model 3 or Y, or anywhere there's a cigarette lighter. But there's a couple unique things about this we're going to talk about as well. So like always on my reviews, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to take a look at the quality. We're going to go install it on the car, try it out, and then you guys can decide if it's worth it or not. Right, so first up is going to be the center console tray. And this is going to go up in the middle console, like right between where your passenger and the driver's seat is. Not where your elbow is, but right there by where your shifter would normally be. So let's get this thing unboxed. So there is a reason why I'm showing this one on the channel when I have reviewed other ones before, and that is because it's actually different and unique from other console trays that we've looked at. First of all, it's a very solid hard plastic. Many of the ones we've looked at here on the channel are microfiber, which is fine. It's just a little different take on it, but this is very, very solid plastic. And then what I like about this is, check this out. This is actually an insert. You can actually remove this rubber and go wash it, go put it in the dishwasher, whatever you need to do. So it does offer that versatility there. And then of course on the back you just have the hard plastic that it inserts into, and then it actually has these little vents here in the back as well. Now I'll be honest, I'm not entirely sure why you need the vents when this whole top is completely open. Now there are a few features of this too that make it stand out besides the ventilation solution there. First of all, you see these little tabs that are inside of this one over here? Those are so that when you put change in there, they don't just all lay flat. So for example, you can see here that it keeps the change all jumbled up so you can easily reach in and grab it. Maybe a better example is with only having two in there. You can see how they just don't lay flat. You can always reach in and grab them without having to try to fish them out. I don't know. It's probably not that big a deal, but it's something. They could have just left it flat, but they thought through it. And then the other thing here, which you probably already guessed what it is there's a little slot right there, and that's to hold your Tesla card when you're not using it. You can just clip it right in there. Mine's in a little case here. You would normally just have a card. If you don't have it in a case, that's fine. But either way, it even fits in there in a case. And these are all rubber, so you can fit really any size of whatever inside of there, and it's gonna fit. On the sides here, you have a nice little ledge to make sure that it fits in nice and snug and doesn't slip when you put this inside of your console. And that pretty much wraps that up. Next, we'll go put it in the car. But wait, there's more. Because remember this? This was that little 100-watt car charger that they sent out to me here. And I thought it was kind of interesting because I'm like, well, why do I need another car charger? I've got so many ways of charging my car in there. But this is 100 watts. And check this out. It's got enough power that if you charge your computer by USB-C, you can actually plug your computer into this and charge your computer. So if you're someone like me who often works in their car, then it's actually quite a nice feature because as of now, there's nothing I can plug my computer into in my car to actually run it. So let's get this thing out of here. Now, the thing about these products that JOWUA makes, they are solid. You got nice aluminum filling right there, rubber on the back, this nice kind of rubbery feel, nothing plastic here at all. And on the back, you got a USB-C and you got a USB-A port 3.0. Now, what's cool about this, not only does this offer 100-watt charging from USB-C, but you can also have something plugged into that USB-C and the USB-A and doing dual charging at the same time. So where would this actually go then? Well, inside of your elbow compartment in your center console, you have a cigarette lighter like this. You plug this down in there like that, and all of a sudden now you got two more ports that you can actually charge from, and one, again, you can charge your laptop off of. So now let's go try all this out. Okay, so now when you open up my console, you can tell I don't have one in here yet because I haven't actually found one that fits that I like in here. And so this is very simple to install. You're gonna take this like this. And by the way, these right here that I called vents earlier, I don't know what I was thinking. They're not vents. Right inside the car, right down here, there's actually a light that lights up your glove box. That just allows the light to shine through into your actual console here. So that's actually really cool how they put that so it gets into that tray, because otherwise it'd be, you know, you'd be shutting your whole light down there. But this is going to go like this, and you can see there's a slot right here that's going to allow you to come in here and open up, you know, your wireless charger or whatever you have right there. But this is going to come and sit in here down just like that. You just drop that into place and it angles down a little bit. You can see you can come in here like that, lift that. It's going to close, you know, everything just fine. And so, I mean, that's pretty much how it sits there. You know, it's reasonably sturdy, and if you want to clean it or pull it out, you just grab it, take it out. There's really nothing to it. And you know, I noticed it is not like extremely tight in there. Like you could press down here and you can kind of push it down, which was a little surprising. They did put little grips on the side here to try to prevent some of that, to give it a little bit more stick, but I feel like it's mostly there, and you're not going to really notice it. But if you're really pushing on it, you know, you can definitely push it down a little bit, but you know, that's not the end of the world. You can see a small gap right here as it's trying to find its way up there and wedge it into place. But overall, I think it does a pretty good job in there. It just kind of bothers me a little bit that I can't get it all the way flush here. It doesn't feel like it's fitting in there just perfectly. And you can see over here, they're really trying to put some pressure on both sides to keep that from, you know, going down. But overall, are you going to notice it? Probably not. I mean, you're going to grab in here. Again, my job is to kind of nitpick some of this stuff, but I don't think there's going to be anything about this that it's going to drive you crazy. I think overall it's probably one of the best ones that I've reviewed so far. Definitely has the highest quality that I've reviewed so far for the pre-refresh models. Again, I like that it can easily come out, and I like that the rubber insert is there for you to wash if you spilled something in it or just want to get it clean, throw it in the dishwasher like I said. But overall, yeah, it's pretty good. We'll see how it holds up, you know, over time, but for now, that'll be what I use. All right, so next up, we're going to take a look at this charger and plug this in. Then we're going to plug a computer into it and see if it can really charge a computer. So this is all going to go in the back section over here. So I have one in the back here. I have a tray, move that out of the way, and you can see right down in here, you actually have your little port here, your little cigarette lighter. And so I'm going to take this, insert it on in there, and now you got a charger. The only thing that I'm thinking here is if I put this back in, will it actually fit now that there's a piece sticking out down there? So let's give that a shot. Drop it on in there. Yep, it fits. All right, so here comes the first test. We're going to take a USB-C. We're going to plug it in there. I'm going to take my wife's laptop. Okay, this is not my laptop. How does she even get into this thing? All right, this is a MacBook Air. And we're going to take it, we're going to plug it in. So let's listen for it. There she is. So if you're somebody that actually works then in your car, this is actually a pretty attractive thing. Up until this moment, like I said, I've never had the ability to charge my laptop. So you can see the full setup here. Got it plugged in right there, wired over here to the laptop. I mean, it does what they said it should do, right? All right, that's gonna wrap up our review of the two products. I've had them in my car now for about 4 days, and my concerns with the center console tray were actually not real. I didn't ever have an issue after putting stuff in there of it moving around or dropping or anything. I'm just kind of a perfectionist, so I pick up on those kinds of things. I'll put all the information, as always, down below in the description in terms of price, the discount, and all that stuff. You get a 5% discount with my code, so make sure you go down there and check them out. If you have any questions, drop them down below. I'll see you guys on the next one.